Street life. Look, with these little rap niggas, I just play with them. Something like fishing on the track, I keep baiting them. Caught up on a hook, now filleting them. Easy get to slaying them. Body found, now pray for them. Usually in the VI, listening to BI. I don't care if you box, I'm knocked like T.I. C.I. New York Giant, I'm like feet.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Faded Truth. Today I have Robert Michaels on the show, also known as the CIA agent Danny House in the upcoming movie Bully, The Dead Don't Die, set to drop this fall 2020. What's up, Robert? How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you for being here. Okay, so now are you a dirty CIA agent or a normal one?
I'm dirty as they can come.
Okay.
You always got that good shit, Danny. Did you know that James Dean was only 24 when he died? Tragedy. Here. I need you to take them out. This has to happen in the next couple of weeks.
All right, so now you're talking to Rico, which is Alex's character, and
Yes.
you're telling him that you need him to take somebody out for you,
That's correct.
but he's a cop too,
He's a cop, yeah.
right?
He's a cop. He's a cop, yes.
You guys are all just dirty together?
I'm more of a mafia kind of guy. He works for me. He's crooked. He does things for me, like protects my investments, kills people for me, things like that. You know, typical every day.
As Danny House, can you describe your character in your own words?
Yeah, he's the villain. He's the ruthless villain. He's mysterious. Nobody really knows who he is. He kind of appears in and out of the film, and he's evil. He recruits women for prostitution. He has drug deals. I mean, he's a OG, you know? The
Damn.
original OG.
All as a CIA agent. What's your favorite scene that you did in Bully?
This girl took money from me, and I convinced her to work for me to pay the money back. And it's a great scene. She's tied up. I have my henchman, who's a female, basically threatens her, and then I casually talk to her and say, well, look, this is what you're going to do. You will do this for me until everything's done. That's one of my favorite scenes.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. I think the poor actress, I kind of freaked out a little bit when we were doing it, but
You got too into character.
it was all good. Yeah, it was all good.
So what would you say is the biggest difference in your actual real life personality compared to Danny House?
Well, I don't have people torture people for me in real life, so that's a huge difference.
Not a villain in real life.
No.
What type of person are you naturally?
I'm just a normal, chill person.
How did you even get into your first acting gig?
I started acting when I was in high school, randomly moved to New York. I went to an open audition and I got cast in a play, got my equity card.
What is the equity card?
Equity is actors' equity. It's for stage. It's like the union that shows you're like supposedly a real actor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so like if you're like in a Broadway show, off-Broadway show, you need an equity card.
Oh, okay. Did you ever do a voiceover before?
I have in the past, yes.
I feel like you have a good voice to do a voiceover.
People tell me I'm very either soothing or intimidating, depending on the mood. I don't do musicals. I don't do classical theater like Shakespeare. I just do straight plays. Yeah.
Okay, and that's like all through New York and stuff?
New York, LA, upstate New York, Midwest. I've done theater in all different parts of the country. Yeah.
And all those parts that you played, what kind of character are they? All different or?
For some reason, I'm usually kind of like the odd guy. I have no idea why, but yeah, I'm usually the quirky kind of guy, either the villain or the averted guy or the alcoholic, things like that. For some bizarre reason, I get cast in those roles.
So is it hard to get into those roles? Like, do you have to prep at all, or are you just like, okay, give me the script, I can do this?
I use my past life, so it's cool.
You're like, I've pimp toes before. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me about Lost Chi.
Lost Chi. It's a film I wrote and directed. We played a bunch of film festivals. It's a comedy.
I do her. I think she's a piece of ours. I'd make love to her. She had a beautiful spiritual side in that movie.
You don't fuck a spirit. What the
Oh, how about a dead chick?
How dead? Okay, say she just died.
What's she look like?
Marilyn Monroe.
I'd be on that in a fucking minute.
She is your life energy.
Right.
There's like a running joke in it. You want to keep your life energy. It's about 4 guys who are in very dysfunctional relationships. They're all in various phases of their lives. One of them wants to be an eye doctor. He's never gone to medical school. The other one is just kind of a slacker, and the other one is a lawyer who's kind of like just slacking in his job, and they're all pretty miserable in their relationships. So it's kind of like a typical, we're in all for relationships, so the guys kind of hang out to kind of commiserate how miserable their lives are. It's very uplifting.
That's what happens when you get old and married, guys.
It is funny. It is funny.
And you wrote and directed this?
I wrote and directed it. Yeah.
Nice. Are you playing in it at all?
I'm in it too. Yes.
Okay. Are you one of the guys?
I'm one of the guys. Yeah.
Okay. What's your situation?
I'm in like a loveless, sexless relationship. I'm addicted to watching porn. And the woman who plays my girlfriend is very hot, and she dresses up. Her job is to do kids parties, like for interchange little kids. So she'll dress up like Pocahontas or Jasmine or the Little Mermaid.
And you guys aren't having sex?
We aren't having sex. No. But and that's kind of the humor in it, is that she's like walking around in this Pocahontas outfit and just like driving me crazy. And then anyway.
Wow, I'm excited to see that. Tell me about your mentor.
Earle Hyman, yes. I met Earle when I was very, very young, and he kind of took me under his wing. He passed away a couple of years ago, but he was a very well-known actor. He actually played Bill Cosby's father on The Cosby Show.
Wow.
And did a lot of Broadway TV. He's like one of the only African-American actors who has done every major Shakespeare role, from like Hamlet to Othello. Yeah, and he really encouraged me when at a time in my life when I didn't have a lot of encouragement to like kind of like go forward and do this. And he was a real blessing in my life.
What do you think is the biggest thing he taught you that stuck with you in the industry?
Yeah, just to like move forward and not stop, and just keep on doing the work, and work begets work. And if it's something that's in you, just keep moving forward and not stop.
So you're also an ordained minister.
Yes, I am. It's been a while, but I used to a side hustle doing weddings on the weekends.
What?
And, yeah, I would marry people on the weekends, and and I would occasionally do it as Elvis Presley, which was a blast. Like Elvis. No, not in Vegas, but Elvis.
I know. I'm saying I've never seen that except for Vegas.
Yeah, well, if you can't go to Vegas, you go to Roberts. So, ladies and gentlemen, we gathered here. Thank you very much, and do the whole thing, and and people dug it, and and it's funny because like the very first wedding I did was an interreligion wedding where like the girl was a Muslim and the guy wasn't, so none of her family came. It was really sad. None of her family came, and they couldn't really find anybody to marry them. And then a mutual friend said, well, I know somebody who can do this for you. And so I did it, and then somebody thought I did a great job, and then it kind of like snowballed for a while. So yeah.
But did you do their wedding as Elvis, or you did it normal?
No, theirs I did straight up. And then other people, can you do Elvis? I could do Elvis, sure. I mean.
Wait, so what's the craziest wedding story that you have? Is there like somebody got left at the altar? They were wasted. The bride and groom were like totally wasted. Like they were like drunk, and everybody was drunk, but they were really drunk. And so I'm doing the whole thing. And normally, when you hire somebody like me, like I either write it or I let you write it, and then, all the vows. So the bride just threw up in front of 100 people, just all this dress, looking gorgeous with all this stuff, just totally threw up, and it was not a pleasant sight. Not a pleasant sight. That was, Did they end up finishing it later?
No, we finished it then. I said, because I mean, I wasn't going to come back, and they had everybody there. So, and she didn't pass out, so that was a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I would, if I ever got married, I would probably get so bombed in the first hour of my wedding, because I already get bombed at normal weddings, because it's open bar. You're like, yeah, whatever. But if it was my own way, I'd be like, everyone just leave me alone. I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want all
she
this
was-
responsibility. What is WedRepCo?
It's a theater company I belong to. It's in New York, and we write and put up our own shows.
Okay.
2 or 3 times a year we do original shows, and unfortunately hasn't happened for a while, and it's not going to happen for a while because of what's happening in the world. But yeah,
So
headed up
you're
by
writing
Bruce
a lot of
Ornstein.
your own stuff, right?
Yeah, we write our own. They write their own material. Everybody writes different material, and then we put up their one-act plays usually.
Where do you
So.
get like your inspiration to write all these different things?
Life.
Life.
Yeah, my background, the people I meet along the way.
I think it's just so crazy how a creative person's mind works because there's like no like limit on it. It's like crazy. You know, I feel like I don't know how you guys all do all this shit and like have all these ideas. It's like nuts to me.
There's either linear or non-linear thinking. And linear is, you go this way. And I drive people crazy. Let's go straight and take a left. I go, well, what if we go backwards and then take a right and then take a left, and what happens? And that's really what it is with people who do that. They just don't think straight. They think all around. If that makes
Right.
sense.
With your performance art that you do dramatic readings of
Yes,
crazy songs.
And we take a song like, like a virgin, and we do it dramatically, or kung fu fighting, or any like silly song.
Okay, so can you give me a sample of like a dramatic beginning of kung fu fighting?
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. There was little Tommy Chung, and they were kung fu fighting. Like a virgin. Touched for the very first time. Like a virgin touched for the very first time. Very seriously.
So do people laugh in the crowd, or are they supposed to be serious?
They laugh because it's
Oh,
weird.
okay.
I mean, performance art, it's not.
Right, because that's what I feel like. I'd be just like laughing, like what's going on?
Usually people are like, what is going on here? And then like, okay, we can laugh. It's like
So who's your favorite actors?
Marlon Brando, Ed Harris, Christopher Walken.
What did you say is like your favorite activity to do for yourself when you're not busy and working?
Sleep. No, I like to work out. I
Okay.
like to work out. I like to exercise. How about you? What's your favorite activity?
Probably working out. I mean, but I feel like that's like a job more than anything because I make myself do it every day. So
Yeah.
if I'm like just chilling, I mean, I want to do like some type of like pool or like beach, something. That's like my favorite thing to do is be like on the water.
Well, the water is very relaxing.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. But in Vegas, we have like a couple lakes and you can like make it fun, but I miss the beach. So do you have anything upcoming that you're working on?
I'm writing right now. Unfortunately, nothing's really happening because of the state of the world right now. Bully, Tale of Two Kings is on Roku.
Were you in the series?
I was in the series, yeah. I've been with the project since he started. So I've done both movies, been in the series. So that's streaming on Roku right now. So
nice. Yeah, so everyone watch the series before the movie comes out.
Yes.
And what's your best advice for actors or just life advice?
Well, for actors, just never give up and move forward. Life advice: just do what's in your heart and stay away from like hard drugs.
That makes sense.
Makes sense, right?
All right, Robert. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. We're going to look for you as Danny House in the upcoming movie Bully, the Dead Don't Die. So guys, stay tuned. Peace out until next time.
Bye.
Flow, I've been killing shit. Got the ice in the snow, I've been whipping shit. Couple cars on the lot like a dealership.